Alright, hey everybody. We're going to be playing the next part of the Cat Lady. As always, warnings for just about everything. There are more detailed warnings in the description. And again, I would like to remind everybody that the newest pack for bonus features and everything for this game, as well as the old version of Downfall, have just been released on the Cat Lady's website. There is a link in the description. And please go support the creator. Very cool guy, very cool games, so go support him. Okay. We are loading. Load. I'm always afraid I'm going to save over my games, but okay. Load 2. Okay. We are telling Dr. X our life story. So. Ready to talk.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
I'm going to make some of the similar choices that I did the first time I played this game. So your choices are, yeah, I had a great dad. No, he wasn't a good father to me. I was brought up without a father.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child, not perfect, but then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
I had a wonderful mom. She was a horrible mother. I lost her when I was still a child.
I lost her when I was still a child.
So you were brought up by a single dad. What happened to your mother?
She committed suicide. One night, my parents had this horrible fight. I listened to it while lying in bed, forcing myself to go to sleep. It went on forever. And then, all of a sudden, there was silence. I kept hoping everything was okay, but I still couldn't sleep. I had this feeling, you know, that something wasn't right. And then I heard this horrible bang that echoed through the house. I got up. My legs felt like rubber. I went to the living room and saw the cellar door was wide open. For some reason, I already knew what happened. I just didn't want to believe it. We had a gun in the house. A rifle. It was in a box on top of the wardrobe, so I couldn't reach it. I wasn't even supposed to know about it, but I did. And at that moment, as I stood there on top of the stairs, I knew it was the rifle that fired. My father came out of the cellar. He looked like a ghost. Then he said something he would regret forever. He said, "Go and see what your mummy did." I could see tears rolling down his face. I stood there, paralyzed, and he shouted at me and said, "Just look at your fucking mother, will you?" So I did. I never should have listened to him. I still see her today when I close my eyes.
You certainly had a very traumatic childhood, Susan. I'm sorry. I can only try to understand what it feels like to lose a parent. But it's clear to me that your problems are rooted deep in your childhood. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Examine. It's a clip-on hospital wristband. It's got my name, date of birth, and hospital number on it. There's no one to give it to. How can this help me escape from this horrible place? Oh, I chose that fast. I took a lot of gloves. So now I have a bunch of rubber gloves. They're quite heavy, actually. There's nothing interesting under the pillow. Examine. Just looking at this pillow makes me wonder how many people have died with their heads on it. I'm sure it's been washed many times since then, but it still sends a chill down my spine. Come to think about it, I nearly died here myself. Wait, I did die for a moment, didn't I? Alright, this is a semi-complicated area, but not terribly. I remember I get stuck here forever, though. A bunch of chrysanthemums. I hate flowers. I'm gonna see if I can remember how to do all of it, though. It's a list of drugs for patient inside room 2. I guess that's me, then. I'm on a lot of sedatives, it appears. The stuff they're giving me could knock out a horse and give it a headache for a week, too. It could also cause hallucinations and paranoia. How bizarre. Why would they want to give me all of that? I'm not crazy, I know that for sure. If anyone's crazy here, it's someone who put me on all this medication for no good medical reason. It's a list of drugs for patient inside room 1 and some notes. According to this, her name is Anne Burton, 35 years of age. She's taking lots of sedatives and has a long history of drug abuse. It seems that on top of it all, she's taking methadone for heroin withdrawal syndrome. At the bottom of the page, there's a note saying she's actually a private patient who's staying here out of her own free will. Lucky lady, I guess it won't be so easy for me to leave the ward. Enter. I'm not sleeping in someone else's bed. Pillow, look under. Nothing interesting under the pillow. Nurse. Look at. I bet she thinks those red-rimmed glasses make her look attractive. I know her kind all too well, completely dedicated to her job, yet totally brainless and close-minded.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, alright?
Discharge letter. Read. It's a discharge letter for Anne Burton, currently a patient inside room 1. It seems she's admitted herself to the hospital and is allowed to leave whenever she wishes.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Oh, Susan, she's so sassy. Talk to.
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
Okay, so obviously we need to try to get discharge papers to get out. There are some obvious discharge papers here. It's going to be the easiest way. But we have to convince everyone that we are Anne Burton. This must be the patient from side room 2. God, doesn't she look confused? This should be side room 1. This confused me for a while, I think. Unless, of course... I mean, it is the cat lady. Maybe it's actually something... Look at another suicidal patient. Strange, she looks like someone I know. Ah, yeah. Never mind. Talk to.
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Now, when I played this the first time, I patiently went through every name on this list.
I don't know.
No, of course you don't. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Every name is wrong. But I sat there and tried all of them. I'll take one of these medication pots. Read the note. Please stop writing messages on the mirror. While we are currently experiencing difficulties maintaining the high level of cleanliness due to sudden absence of our cleaning staff, we ask all patients to be considerate and help us keep the ward tidy. Gotta wait for the steam to... This took me forever. Like, I played with the tabs, and I just could not figure out what I was supposed to do. There we go. Examine. I can't look at myself. The mirror is cracked. A large shard of glass is lying on the side. Take shard of glass. If they find that on me, they'll think I'm a complete psycho, but it might be useful too. I'll risk it. And we have eel. It's rather filthy. I guess. Gosh, Susan. Open the lid.
Someone is coming.
I may have done this out of order, but I'm not
Have you
totally
rang the
sure.
bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Just gonna mosey on out of here. And just take that. Yes, this is exactly what I need to finally go home.
wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Sucks to suck. Alright. Now, we're gonna have some trippy fun. I believe I have everything I need. This is one of the coolest parts of the game, in my opinion. I mean, there's several coolest parts, but this is a really neat one.
Someone is coming.
Not this part, but what happens?
Have you rang the
Hallucination
bell?
land.
Is there an emergency?
I wanted to see how long it takes you to answer the bell.
Look, I'm a nurse. I have a lot of paperwork to do. We're doing our best here. It's not my fault that suicidal fruitcakes like you come here and scratch and piss on the bloody walls.
Hey, don't speak to me like that. I'm not suicidal, and I'm not a fruitcake, and I didn't scratch anything, let alone pissing on the walls.
Why do I bother? I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Are you kidding me? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. You do want to get better, don't you? Now, let me have a quick look at your name band. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, alright?
Are you insane? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you? Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
This is so cool. Now we have SH, we had EIL, and we have A. So the name is Sheila. Narcotic heart. So hard to concentrate. Is this thing filled with drugs? I'll fill it with this drug. Side room 1, that's where I'm staying. Hopefully not much longer, okay.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
That's one of my favorite parts. It's just such a cool thing. Alright,
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name.
let's see if this
The
is...
name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
There we go.
Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Do you know how to get out of here?
We're not supposed to get out. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
How about we swap our name bands?
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
Now, obviously, I already have the red stuff. And I will give it to her. However, it looks like this is the end of this part. And so we will give her the red stuff and do some more talking to Dr. X in the next part. I will see you all then. Bye.